Hello, 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 everybody. Happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday. It's always a beautiful thing to log in here and see all my beautiful people that I am truly excited about. Happy Monday, guys. Come on in here tonight. Come on in here. Y'all see we done switched gears just a little, but we're going to get into that. But nonetheless, I just want you all to know that here you're welcome. Here we're family. Here we do what grown folks do. So as you all get in here, grab your glass, your cup, even your bottle, whatever y'all grown folks are going to slip on this good old Monday night, because baby, we ain't doing no heavy crime time tonight. We ain't dragging nobody's generational curses tonight. We taking a little break from the stress. Tonight, we're going to talk a little grown folks business, a little celebrity tea, little divorce drama. And then we got some mama mess. And we ain't guilty about it, baby. We ain't guilty about it. Because right about now, Moca's feeling Mondays deserve just a little fun. And I also deserve something just, light. Because those cases have been tearing us apart. So guys, sit down, kick your shoes off. Tell them children to go in another room. Tonight we're going to talk about Candace and this divorce situation. Because I've been waiting all day to sip on this one with y'all. So hang tight. Get yourselves in order, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
Stepping in the spot, confidence on display. Elegance and motion, we move our way. No time for games, we've outgrown the chase. In this grown and sexy space, we set the pace. Eyes meet, the vibe is right. Conversations deep into the night. Sipping on wisdom, age like wine. In this moment, everything aligns. Grown and sexy, feel the groove. Mature rhythms make us move. No drama here, just pure delight. Living for the moment, owning the night. But it's more than the clothes, it's the aura we exude, the life we chose. Sophistication in every glance, in this dance of life we enhance. Laughter echoes, stories unfold, sharing secrets, being bold. In this circle, trust is key, a sanctuary for you and me. Grown and sexy, feel the groove, mature rhythms make us move. No drama here, just pure delight. Living for the moment, owning the night. We've been through the fire, emerged refined. Lessons learned now intertwined. In this ambiance, we find our peace, a grown and sexy masterpiece. Lessons learned now intertwined. In this ambiance we find our peace, a grown and sexy masterpiece. Grown and sexy, feel the groove. Mature rhythms make us move. No drama here, just pure delight. Living for the moment, owning the night. As the night fades, memories remain of the time where joy and wisdom reign. Until we meet again in this space, grown and sexy, full of grace.
All right, guys. All right. We are back. We are back and we ready to get into it, baby. But before we do anything, Mocha's going to do what she always do. Today is no different. And once again, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new here, welcome. And those of you that are returning, you already know, welcome back. Welcome back. Tonight is going to be a light one. It's going to be light, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Hey, Sister Sean B, I see you, sis. Happy Monday, my love. Kristen, I see you, my girl. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Hope all is well, guys. My beautiful sister is Sheena. I see you, boo. Happy Monday, boo. Marty, I see you, my love. Welcome back and happy Monday to you. My beautiful sister, Dr. J, is up in here. Welcome, my love. April Webster, happy Monday, my love, to you. My girl, Tuda, is up in here. Happy Monday, Tuda. Hey, Rosalind, welcome, my love. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Sunshine, I see you, sister. Happy Monday. And a beautiful Monday it is, guys. Beautiful Monday it is. Mary Kay, welcome, my love. Happy Monday to you. Debbie, I see you, boo. Happy Monday, my love. Hey, Sassy, welcome, my love. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. My girl Essie is up in here. Welcome, baby. Mariah, I see you, boo. Happy Monday, baby. Hey, Shell, welcome, Mom. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday to you. Yes, guys, please smash that like button. And while you're smashing that like button, going on next door and hit those emojis. Give them a little love, too. It helps the channel. And I truly appreciate it. Leisure Lady, I see you, my love. Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday. And y'all know when we get in here, we're never here for a long time, but we make the best of every moment that we have, no matter what the conversation is about. Kara Cotton, I see you, baby. Happy Monday, my love. Happy Evelyn Gentry, I see you, my love. Happy Monday. Sassy, my love, thank you so very much for that super chat, boo. You're listening, but still at work. Oh, my girl. Sassy, you never miss. You never fail. And I love you all for that. Have a good evening at work, boo. Miss T, I see you, boo. Happy Monday to you, boo. Happy Monday. So, guys, we're going to get into this. You know, we're taking a different little path tonight. Because like I said, y'all, we cover these stories and they're heavy. They weigh on us heavily. And every night, we can't be leaving out of here. Can't be leaving out of here heavy and worn down because some of us are invested. Kimberly Earls, I see you, my love. Welcome, baby. Some of us are invested. These stories takes us to different places. And this week, Thanksgiving week, we have so much to be thankful for. So much to be thankful for. So why not take this week and, do something a little light. A little light. Kenyatta Marie, I see you, sister. Welcome. Happy Monday to you. Evelyn Gentry, thank you so very much for that super sticker, my love. That is so much appreciated. Cool girl, sister. I see you, baby. I see you. Happy Monday, my love. So what we're going to do is do what we do best. We're going to get all up into this good old story. Baby, it ain't no story. It is some tea. Because, honey, child, when I tell you the tea is teaing, the tea is teaing. The tea is teaing. Beautiful soul, I see you, boo. Welcome and happy Monday to you. Baby, we're going to go on and talk about Miss Kandi. Let's talk about Miss Kandi. Because, baby, this divorce ain't just happening to anybody. Not just anybody, y'all. this divorce is happening to a whole Grammy winning money machine. And when I say a money machine, that's just who she is. Kandi ain't regular. That's for certain. Kandi ain't regular. She's far from basic. Kandi's the woman you got to introduce like she walking into a damn award show. Long as you introducing her. PJ, my love, I see you, boo. Welcome and happy Monday to you, my love. We, introduce Kandi minus her mama. So we're going to get into it. And where it all started with Kandi, y'all. Where it all started. See, drama has been, part of her blueprint. And then Todd just, fell in line along the way. Kandi started off in the R&B girl group Escape. That's where she started. And baby, let me tell you, that group, they sang. Kandi was mislead vocal when she felt like it. Like y'all heard me, when she felt like it. And she was Miss Pen and Paper Queen when she wanted to be. Because Kandi wrote a lot of those songs. Then we had Tiny, T.I.'s wife. Then there was them sisters, Latasha and Tamika. That was the drama queens. And don't get me wrong, Escape was very talented. They stayed booked, but they were argumentative as hell. And they had been falling out. These heifers had been falling out since pages was still paging. But Kandi, she always, even now, in everything she do, Kandi always was the one that sat there quiet, holding back tears even when she wanted to just boo the hell who. But still, Kandi was in her bag, collecting her coins. Kandi wasn't just a part of Escape. Kandi was also a songwriter. That was her real moneymaker then. She was writing hits behind the scenes while everybody else was arguing. Y'all remember Kandi wrote No Scrubs? Y'all remember that song? No Scrubs. And it's a shame because Todd should have went back and listened to some of Kandi's creations. Damn it. He should have went back and listened to some of Kandi creations because he clearly ignored that message. Clearly he did. Clearly he did. Kandi also wrote the song Bills, Bills, Bills. And she had the experience for that. Kandi even wrote the song for Pink, There You Go. And then she wrote about 60 other songs, if not more. Kandi was behind the scenes, y'all, making money. Didn't seem that way, but she was making money. And then when Kandi walked onto the Real Housewives of Atlanta set, she just went. She wasn't looking for no fame. She went looking for fun because it was something for her to do. But she ended up staying because the checks were just too damn good. She always been about her bag. But let's be clear, y'all. Kandi ain't never needed the show. The show needed Kandi. She was the only one who went there with real business, real talent, and real assets. And she was the only one that had real shit to lose, y'all. Real shit to lose. And when we talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, when we talk about, Rashida, thank you, my love, for the super sticker. When we talk about that Real Housewives, hey, Taisha, welcome, my love. When we talk about the Real Housewives, y'all forgive me if I don't get to y'all comments real quick. The cast, the chaos, the shade, and how Kandi survived it all, because she did. We already know she's talented, smart, humble. But when she stepped into that damn Real Housewives of Atlanta, she stepped into a zoo, a circus, a wig snatching, shade throwing, damn, backstabbing, heel clacking, friendship ruining battlefield. That's just what it was, because we're going to look at these cast members that she dealt with one at a time. The stuff we saw and the stuff the cameras didn't always show, because shit was truly going on behind the scenes there. Child, we had Nene Leakes, Big Mouth, supposedly the OG. Kandi and Nene, they had one of the most complicated relationships in Housewives history. They started friendly. They really did. But then, ooh, child, Nene, Big Mouth Nene Leakes, she got jealous. She got jealous because Kandi came on the show quiet and still became the richest one. Let's not get it twisted. For those that may not understand or don't know, Nene Leakes tried Kandi more than once. She called her boring. She called her dry. She said Kandi wasn't fun. Nene was the type to roll her eyes at you. Nene shaded the way Kandi sounded, and that's while she sang. Nene shaded, she shaded Kandi's marriage. Hell, Nene took it a step further and even shaded Mama Joyce, baby. But every time Nene wanted business advice, guess where the hell she went? To Kandi. Behind the scenes, y'all, Nene low-key wanted a collab to boost her own music career. And Kandi did what Kandi does. Kandi smiled. Kandi had that little sinister chuckle. And she told Nene Leakes to kick rocks. Hell no, she said. She said no. She said no, as she should have. As she should have. Hey, my sister Rock. Welcome, boo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And happy Monday to you, sister. Tanya, I see you, boo. Happy Monday. So, child, let me tell you, because, baby, we got some good gossip on this. So, Rock said Kandi was the only one with real money, and she was. And, hey, Wendy, welcome, my love. And she was. So, back to where we are. Hey, Platt, welcome, sis. Hope all is well. Happy Monday to you, boo. Hey, Love Selfishly, welcome, boo. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Yep, Nene was a jealous heifer. Jealous, y'all. Look at Marty. Marty, I see you, girl. Oh, Sassy says she don't know nothing about the reality shows, girl, girl, girl. But anyway, back to where we were. If anybody that I miss, baby, charge it to my head and not my heart, because I don't know what's wrong with the YouTube app. I can't. It ain't pulling up on my TV. But anyway, and then y'all remember that was Phaedra. That was Phaedra damn Parks. You remember the lawyer that turned out to be the liar? Y'all remember her? Another shady one. Phaedra and Kandi, they were best friends at one time. I mean, real best friends. They prayed together. They cooked together. They shared all kind of secrets. They had babies around the same time. That was Kandi's friend. But Phaedra wasn't shit. Phaedra was nobody's friend. That was a shady bitch, right? Then Phaedra went around and she let a lie burn down their friendship. Phaedra, jealous as shit. She started lying on Kandi. She accused Kandi of running a sex dungeon. She accused her of drugging women, kidnapping Portia, all that crazy shit. Y'all remember that? But the majority of the cast knew Phaedra started that rumor. And why would she do it? Because Phaedra tried to ruin Kandi's name. And it took months, almost years, before Kandi even agreed to film production again with Phaedra, because she was just that hurt. And honestly, that was the first time we ever saw Kandi out of character and wanting to fight on Bravo. Phaedra ain't nobody's friend. Hell, Phaedra wasn't good to her damn self. Rashida said Phaedra was shady as fuck, and she was. Sean said I could not stand Phaedra, nobody. My girl Tudor says Phaedra was fake all around the board. Such a Christian on TV, but a sneaky freak ass hoe off camera. Her tea been spilled, and Tudor. Oh, girl. Rock said Phaedra was the executive producer of Tiny and Toya, by the way, and she was. Marty crazy as hell. Marty be having me tickled. Rock said Phaedra promised to be my lawyer when I made it. The girl, Phaedra, that damn Phaedra. And then here come this dummy, Portia. Portia don't know how to be a friend. She don't know how to be nobody's friend. Portia ain't even good to her damn self. Portia and Kandi actually had a cute friendship before that dungeon mess. But once Phaedra planted that lie, Portia, another dummy, she ran with that lie because she was starving for friends, but all the wrong friends. And that's why Portia's in a situation she's in right now. Kandi told Portia, she said, bitch, fuck you. Kandi walked up and left Portia dry ass right where she was. And you could tell this very day. You could tell Kandi don't trust Portia. She forgave the situation. But Kandi never gave Portia that same energy again. Then we got, y'all remember Kim? Y'all remember Kim? Kim and Kandi started off cool. Until Kim tried to fumble the tardy for the party money. Kandi wrote this song for Kim for free. See, that's what I tell you when I say people ain't shit. Kandi wrote that song for free. Kim made millions and millions. And Kim gave Kandi a drink. A drink. Because behind the scenes, Kim told the producers, Kandi's already in her bag. I'm trying to get mine. She don't need the money anyway. And that's when it got ugly. That's when it got ugly. My girl Rashida said, Portia, dumb as a boxer box. This shit is crazy. Rock said a dungeon was a sticky subject, and it was. Tuda said Portia was the fakest of them all. She been a bird and a duck, but had to play the wholesome ditzy wife when she got with her first dolphin head ass. Girl, you crazy. Her first dolphin head ass husband. She was taking lessons from the wrong people. Hey, LaToya, welcome, my love. LaToya said Portia let that money go to her head. Portia had no sense whatsoever. None. Sean said Portia dumbass actually thought the Underground Railroad had a conductor, and she, girl, stop. Stop it. Because let me tell you, I laughed and cried at the same time. I said, I know this bitch did not just say that the Underground Railroad had a conductor. I was too fit to be tied. Leisha Lady said, did Portia ever find out where the Underground Railroad was? Shit. Kim wasn't giving up shit. You hear me? Exactly, Platt wasn't giving up shit. Kim said she already had money. Right, Marty? Kandi only spoke when she had something valuable to say. Platt said Portia was 4 cans short of a 6-pack. You sure it was 4, Platt, and not 5? Because god damn, I've never seen nothing like it. Rock said that's why karma stumping Kim. That's why she's stumping them wigs and that ass out right now. Hey, Tracy, welcome, boo. This shit is crazy. Sean said Portia's first football husband was tapping her head. Lord. Wait, okay. I can't read Marty's comment just yet. Hold up. So we're moving right along to Kandi's friends. Then there was Kenya. They were Kenya and Kandi was what, they were on again, off again. Sometimes friends. Sometimes they were co-workers. Sometimes Kandi, and the way she look at people takes me out every time. Because Kandi don't have to speak. Kandi don't have to say shit. Kandi, all she has to do is look at you and giggle, and that's it, and that's all it's done. Kandi will look at Kenya like, bitch, are you okay today? Are you okay? They never disrespected each other. Never did. Never did. Because they both were businesswomen. They both moved smart. And honestly, they both had the upper hand where they could have twirled the rest of those housewives if they wanted to. Then we had Cynthia. Kandi and Cynthia never had an issue. Actually, Cynthia loved Kandi because Kandi wasn't one of the housewives that was full of drama. The only behind the scenes tea that was going on between Cynthia and Kandi Cynthia felt like Kandi just, I don't know. Cynthia was too high schoolish in the mind for me. Because Cynthia felt like Kandi didn't defend her hard enough in arguments. Well, bitch, if I could argue, you should be able to argue too. What's wrong with your mouth? What do we look like? And I'm pretty sure that's what Kandi was thinking, bitch. Why would I argue for you? Kandi wasn't put on this earth to babysit Cynthia's damn feelings. Now you need Kandi to fight your battles. Girl, sit down. Sit down. Marty says Kenya and her twirling self. Oh my, she gets evicted when she first come on the show. Oh my God. Kenya was a twirler, baby. Rock said, I love me some Kenya. I don't care. Sean says Kenya was so damn nauseating. She was a wannabe and rode that tiny role she played in the 80s until the wheels fell off. Baby, Kenya, that damn Kenya is a mess. Oh shit, Platt, you got one of them close by? Platt said my niece remind me of Kandi so much. Girl, them looks. Yeah, Sean, Cynthia let people walk all over her. She would. Cynthia was cool. CM, welcome, my love. Welcome. CM said, I don't know who was the dumbest, Portia or Cynthia. Portia for sure. For sure. At least that's my opinion. Marty says, Kenya went all out for Miss Undertaker husband. He went all out under the jail again. Damn, Marty be on it. Oh yeah, Portia is the one. Look, Platt, see, I can't stand that bitch Kenya. Oh Lord. Marty says Cynthia and Peter match made all the way to Peter's bank account. Marty's starting some shit in here. Marty is starting some shit up in here. But then there was another housewife. Y'all remember Cherie? Y'all remember Cherie? The fashionista with no fashion? Everybody wanted to be somebody, riding on Kandi's coattail, and they had shit going from themselves. Cherie wanted to be a fashionista, and Cherie had no fashion. That part, Rock, I can't stand Portia for that. I can't stand Portia for marrying her friend's ex. That's why Portia's going through what Portia's going to hell through right now. Sean says Cherie was building a house for 5 years. Girl, let's talk about Cherie with all these fake ass storylines, right, Rashina? You know, Cherie and Kandi, they always was cordial. Right? But Kandi, y'all know Kandi. Kandi had been side-eyeing Cherie and her business sense. All Kandi kept saying was, I can't help Cherie. Cherie is not helpable. Hey, Pooh, welcome, sis. Happy Monday, boo. Kandi said Cherie ain't helpable. And then when y'all remember when Cherie bought Tyrone around? And the look on Kandi's face, Kandi was like, man, This girl be fucking for real. For real. And how could she? How could she? Sean said Cherie tried to out her deadbeat baby daddy, and instead he got fired from ESPN. Cherie ain't shit. Oh, damn. Rock says she by Sheen. She by Sheen. Rock ain't shit. CM said, I stopped watching him when Cherie was waiting for her prison date to show up, and he did. Look, I done got tongue-tied on that shit. I done got to Cherie. Cherie got Cracker Jack box sense. When I tell you Cracker, and the prize ain't even in the damn box. Jailbird. You understand, Platt? I can't stand them hoes. I can't stand them kind. So let's keep moving on through a little list of friends, babe. Then there was Marlo. Rashida said, I'm laughing my ass off. This shit is crazy. Then there was Marlo. Marlo, that's another messy bitch. They cool one minute, barking at each other the next. Marlo went on y'all remember when Marlo accused Kandi of not doing enough for the community? Law. Kandi told Marlo, you wish I do more than you could ever know. Then Marlo was being messy. She was being messy. Marlo was a straight scammer. Messy. And then she was behind the scenes talking about Kandi to the producer. Kandi was a good one. Kandi kept her composure. Kandi stayed in her bag. She kept her business sense. She kept her etiquette. And she let these hoes clown themselves on TV. Kandi had a set of friends, I tell you, or associates, should I call it. Y'all remember Drew? Drew Sidora? Kandi never had no beef with Drew. But Kandi rolled her damn eyes at Drew every chance she got. Every chance she got. Drew, that was the I don't know what my husband is doing storyline. Every time they spoke to Drew, Drew didn't know where her husband was. She didn't know what he was doing. Drew just ain't no shit. So Kandi was like, how do I fuck with this? Kandi told Drew, if my man just walk up and left me for 3 days talking about he going to Tampa, you done bitch, I'll be in Tampa too. And Drew kept on with that bullshit. They all messy. Just messy as shit. Or Black. Drew Sidora was broke. Broke. She had the sense of a real dummy. Drew was broke. Y'all, Kandi went through some shit on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And let me tell y'all why. She was the most professional poo for real. Let me tell y'all why Kandi survived 14 seasons on a Real Housewives. Right? She didn't start drama. And that's what some people don't understand. She didn't start drama, but she knew how to finish it. Kandi didn't lie. She didn't steal. She didn't have to. She don't need the show to survive. And she don't play about, and that's what I don't give a shit what nobody say about Mama Joyce. we gonna get into her too. She didn't play about her mama. And the thing with Kandi, her businesses are all legit. And whatever storyline she brought to the table, they were all authentic. She was a quiet storm that always came with receipts. Kandi was the only one who could say, roll the footage. And production actually listened. Nobody else had that shit in them. Nobody. And that's a whole damn picture of peach tea on Atlanta. in Atlanta for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Child. Now let's talk about Mama Joyce and her messy ass. Because there's Mama Joyce, baby. Mama Joyce was a whole menace. Oh, you remember Lisa Wu Rock? Right, Platt? Oh, my girl, when it was that bad. She wanted that bag. Mama Joyce. She to say, Mama Joyce need to sit her ass down and go get a man. Platt say Mama Joyce money hungry, and she is. Oh shit. Sean say nobody want that dried up fruit. Child, let's talk about the menace. Cause she a whole menace. Mama Joyce. Lord. Mama Joyce. Ooh, Lord. This lady here. The mother-in-law from the Old Testament. Mama Joyce looked like she come from the Old Testament. The book of nobody. Full of shade. Full of shade. Shade queen. The wigs flipped to the side. That face. Mama Joyce looked like she was a founding member of Petty Baptist Church. The head usher minding everybody else's business except her own. And the only woman who will cuss him out, cry about it, eat your food at your table. Mama Joyce was a shit. Mama Joyce ain't never liked Todd from the gate. Not from the first handshake, not from the first glance, not from the first camera flash. Mama Joyce walked in that first episode and that nose turned up like something was stink. She didn't like Todd and didn't even know his last name. Mama Joyce. Right, Sheena? She never respected that marriage. She never respected him. Shit. Marty said Mama Joyce said like it was. She didn't like Kandi Bestie, the chief bridemaid. Mama Joyce hit it Todd. Oh, man, Mama Joyce was on shit. Thank you so much, Rod. Yes, y'all, please hit that like button. Rod said, and that's the real reason she ain't like Todd. She wanted all the money for herself, and we all seen that. We all saw that part, Platt. But ain't no man wanted Mama Joyce. Nobody. So, Mama Joyce, and look, Mama Joyce ain't like Todd, so she claimed, because she said he was an opportunist. He was using Kandi for her money, but goddamn it, Mama Joyce, weren't you doing the same thing, boo? Then she said Todd was using the show for fame. Look, Todd was already behind the scenes playing with the cameras. Mama Joyce, sit your ass down. Then she said Todd was broke. He was sneaky. He was too quiet. Make up your mind, Joyce. He was too calm, too normal. He was breathing too. That damn Mama Joyce. Any damn thing Todd did, she threw that shit out the window. Mama Joyce said Todd was taking up oxygen that belonged to her grandchildren. Mama Joyce ain't shit. If Todd walked in a room smiling, look, Mama Joyce, he's smiling too damn hard. If he walk in serious, well, why he got an attitude? And if Todd went shopping, came in with groceries, look, Mama Joyce, He only buying that to look good on camera. Baby, Todd couldn't win with Joyce. Todd could not win with Mama Joyce. Rashida said, wait, what about when Kandi did her old house over and gave it to Mama Joyce? She wanted another house. Hungry asshole. Oh, she didn't want no hand-me-down, baby. Not Mama Joyce. Hey, Levesque, welcome, boo. Platt said because she thought that he was going to interfere with what she was getting from Kandi. That part, because that helper was on payroll. Greedy as fuck. Tudor said the happiest I saw her happy around Todd is when Kandi was pregnant. That's all. That's it, and that's all, because she didn't want to upset Kandi. That's what that was about. Tudor said they said Mama Joyce had a man. He was putting holes in her walls and damaging the home Kandi bought her. Child, she ain't never bought the Tudor. She ain't never brought that damn man to the light. Look at my beautiful sister D. Hey, sis. Oh, y'all got a wet. I know, girl, the weather moving. We don't have the tornado, but be careful and take care of Auntie D. Tell Aunt, I know she listening. Tell Auntie I love her. Marty said Kandi took in Todd's daughter. Now Kandi daughter trashing Kandi. That I've agreed with. If anybody to get Kandi money, Mama Joyce was it. Oh, of course. Of course. Of course. But that's not Kandi daughter that's trashing her though. Ooh, CM. When Mama Joyce disrespected Todd Mama and allowed Kandi, baby, Todd stayed a little too long. See, Todd showed his hand. He showed what he was about when he allowed that disrespect. But we gonna get into that shit. Y'all remember that shoe store scene with Mama Joyce? Do y'all remember that? Levesque said, I believe Mama Joyce caused stress in that marriage, and I'm so much of it. Rob, Kandi pretended for years. That was a television marriage. She tried so hard, Rob, to act like Todd really had a career. Oh, Black, you remember the old lady gang? She ain't one part of that old lady gang. Mama Joyce ain't want to work with no goddamn body. She wanted to be the whole show. That's baby. Mama Joyce stood in that boutique looking at Todd's friend Carmen. Y'all remember Carmen? Mama Joyce stood in that shoe store looking at Carmen like she went to jump in a parking lot. Mama Joyce said Carmen was sleeping with Todd. Mama Joyce was a messy heifer. She said Carmen was plotting against Kandi. Carmen was supposed to be jealous of Kandi's success. She even said Carmen was stealing money. But what took me out and made me fall to the floor screaming, Jesus, come get her? Mama Joyce said Carmen was wearing a wig that she didn't even like. Mama Joyce ain't shit. She said that shit loud in public, in front of people, all in that shoe store. Mama Joyce got to stop this shit because everywhere, the audacity of her. She stood toe to toe with Carmen, ready to throw a heel, a Bible, a shoe, something. That damn Mama Joyce ain't shit. Tudor said Kandi pissed me off though. She was too scared to stand up to her mother. I understand not wanting to disrespect your mother, but Joyce crossed the line. Oh, too many times. Too many goddamn times. You could look in Mama Joyce's face and see she got problems. Hey, Nisha, boo. Happy Monday, boo. Child, Mama Joyce wanted to fight Carmen. I swear she did. Mama Joyce had people following Carmen every damn where. Y'all remember that dinner? Where Mama Joyce told Todd to his face, I think you're an opportunist. Todd sitting there looking slow. Sipping on water like he fighting for his life. Kandi sitting there blinking her lashes like she was speaking to somebody in Morse code. Mama Joyce looked Todd straight in his face, never doubled down. She told him, I think you're an opportunist. And in the same voice, she told Todd, and your mama, she raised you to be one. Man, oh man. They let Joyce get away with too goddamn much. Too much. Then when Todd mama died, Jesus. Todd lost his mama, Miss Sharon. I loved Miss Sharon. And I felt bad for Todd in that moment. But the shade Mama Joyce threw even then. She said that shit on national TV. Mama Joyce said on TV, well, she talked about me, dead or not, and I'm going to talk about her. All right, Joyce Seller. God damn it, who says shit like that? Mama Joyce ain't shit. She been doing shit for too long. Mama Joyce is in everything. Everything. She couldn't be my mama. Sorry. She couldn't be mine. And we can't forget that Mama Joyce is the main reason that their prenup, because there was a prenup. Hey, Deidre, welcome, sis. Happy Monday. We can't forget that there was a prenup. That damn prenup was almost written in blood. Mama Joyce with that hard-ass face, look Kandi in the straight up. If he don't sign that paper, I'm not coming to the wedding. Y'all remember that? Todd signed the paper. He signed that paper like a man who knew the couch he'd be sleeping on was uncomfortable. He signed it. He signed it. Oh, you ever seen a Joyce ain't shit? The truth is the truth. And then the day they got married, Joyce said that Todd was a gold digger. She said it at the wedding. She was telling it to the guests. Most mamas go to weddings because that's a special day for their children and they cry tears of joy. Mama Joyce cried tears of suspicion. She showed up looking around like the venue was plotting against her. She was looking for everybody she thought she could point out, thinking they wanted something from Kandi when all along she was the one digging. Mama Joyce tried to stop that marriage. We gotta own that one. She tried to talk Kandi even out of the engagement. Mama Joyce behind the scenes tried to get Todd fired more than one time. She accused him of stealing, accused Carmen of sleeping with him, and said Kandi could do better. She kept saying that every 5 minutes. That woman fought harder against Todd than some people fight crime. The messy math didn't math Mama Joyce. Y'all remember? Mama Joyce once tried to do the math on Todd's income. And somehow, she tried to do the math on Todd's income, and somehow she ended up blaming him for Kandi's electric bill being so high. You know, don't get me wrong. Mama Joyce made Real Houses of Atlanta entertaining as hell. She's messy. She's chaotic. She's wrong. She's loud. She's dramatic. But then there was another side to her. That was Kandi's mom. She was hilarious, over damn protective. Mama Joyce would cuss Kandi out and cuddle with her in the same breath. And her word was, I said what I said. Oh, Jesus. Child, so we gonna start talking about some shit. Rock said Kandi never gonna have a man if she don't put her mom in her place. That part. That part. Marty says Kandi need to make Mama Joyce sign a prenup and should. Sean, you remember that word? Straight out of Coming to America. That, baby, they had real lions, tigers, and bears. Oh, my. Oh, yeah. All they needed was Mufasa. That was a wedding, baby. Marty said Kandi never have a happy, fulfilling relationship while Mama Joyce around. It's like Kandi money turned her fool over money. Baby. You understand, Sister Deidre? Mama Joyce ain't shit. Mama Joyce ain't nothing nice. Sean said, I didn't like Joyce at all. Not one bit. I didn't like anything about her. She was useless to me. She was a mess maker. Very messy. So y'all, let's talk about the tea that we really came here for. The real reasons this marriage fell apart, in our opinion. In our opinion. Let's talk about why we feel it fell apart. Because this shit didn't fall apart overnight. It wasn't sudden. It wasn't random. This shit was years in the making. And what people didn't pay attention to was them cameras caught the crumbs even when people pretended to smile. And Kandi walked around with that smile a long time. This shit has been in the making. But Kandi don't stop. Kandi don't blink. Kandi don't sit down unless she's on a plane. Kandi worked like she got 5 husbands to support. Kandi works like she got 5 husbands to support, 3 mistresses, a whole God-child choir, and a mortgage in heaven. I've never seen nobody work like that. Meanwhile, here we got Todd. He home like, babe, can we spend time together? And he kept asking for that. Babe, when can we spend time together? And Kandi always pushed Todd off. After this conference call, after the studio session, after this meeting, after I open a new restaurant, after I rehearse for Broadway, after I go check on Blaze Snack Drawer, after I produce a TV show, by the time she was done, it's 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning. Todd asleep. Todd felt like a trinket. You ever seen a man try to be the head of a house in a home that he didn't buy? You ever see a man try to be the head of anything in a lifestyle he didn't fund? Under a chandelier his wife picked out, with Mama Joyce watching from the corner like, you bet not touch nothing in this motherfucker. Todd never stood a chance. Never stood a chance. He wanted to feel like the man, but he always felt overwhelmed. But he didn't feel overwhelmed by Kandi's personality. He was overwhelmed by her accomplishments. That was the problem. Hey, Black Beauty, welcome. Be careful, boo. Levesque said, I remember that, Moca, but that prenup will be working in Kandi's favor when they divorce. Mama Joyce was looking out for her and her daughter. Mama Joyce ain't shit. Mama Joyce, baby. This shit is funny as hell. Kandi had all the money. Todd was just a man trying. You know. And we can make jokes about this shit all day. I can hear Kandi right now. Hey, babe, I just wrote a song and made $300K in royalties in my sleep. Todd. Oh, babe, I went grocery shopping and saved $20 with this coupon at Walmart. I'm not saying he was broke because he wasn't. But the income gap, it was big enough for him to fall in that hole. He came into her world, y'all. And that's the biggest thing right here. Look, that's the stigma. Todd came into Kandi's world. Came into her money, her house, her name, even her damn mama, and her legacy. Even the producers on Real Housewives of Atlanta said that Todd felt like a secondary character in Kandi's storyline. And then that feeling that Todd was having, it started chipping away at his ego. Kandi and Todd living in two different cities, two different marriages. Kandi was in New York on Broadway, Todd in Atlanta with the children. That ain't no damn marriage, that's a rotation. Two different cities, two different routines, two different bedtimes, two different lifestyles. You start adapting your own schedule. And the person you love start feeling like a coworker. Exactly, Rock. That was the part right there. Todd was never respected as a man. From the gate, we got to own that shit. It is what it is. He was never respected as a man. Todd was always treated as somebody's son or their houseboy. I mean, it is what it was. It is what it was. Hey, Rhapsody, welcome. Sean said Joyce was making sure that Kandi had more than enough for her. That part. Levesque said both of them restaurants closed. Oh, the reviews, baby, the reviews. The reviews. And then they wanted to fight the people that was putting their reviews out. That shit make sense. Hey, Antoinette, welcome, boo. Happy Monday. Marty, you ain't shit. Marty said, oh, Lordy, Miss Moca, how many coupons did he go shop with? He saved $20, girl. Marty, he saved $20. So, we holding this conversation and we grown. It's sad, but, we grown and we going to talk about this shit. They grew apart. We got to be, relationship shit happens. They grew apart. It was no massive blow up. There wasn't a cheating scandal, but there was cheating. We know that. There was no public screaming meltdown, just two people drifting apart. Y'all know that moment when you look at somebody and realize, I love you, but I don't fit in your life anymore? That's what it was. Kandi is quiet. That's the aura she possesses. She's very quiet. But Kandi is an alpha. She runs shit. She organizes shit. She decides shit. She ain't waiting on nobody's approval. She's the breadwinner and the boss, and she earned that. Todd once said on camera, I feel like her way is the only way. What you mean, Todd? But he wasn't lying. She had been a leader since back in the day in the 90s. Todd wanted to be captain in a ship that Kandi built with her own hammer. Come on, Todd. You should have stepped your shit up. And the thing is, even with all that they're going through, they still love each other, but love ain't enough when the lifestyles don't match. So my question is, why, it confused me as to why she got married 11 years ago. Because they've been married 11 years, together 14. They still love each other, but their lifestyles don't match. That's why the divorce is peaceful. They ain't beefing, at least not yet. They ain't dragging each other. They ain't online shading one another. They still talk every day. They still co-parent. But sometimes you can love somebody and still not want to stay married to them anymore. And that prenup made everything clean. When Kandi said, I refuse to pay spousal support, she meant that shit. She meant that shit. And her lawyer team, shit. Kandi protected everything she built before Todd. Everything. Kandi protected her music. She protected her properties, her stores. Hey, the sex toy empire. Her publishing rights, her catalog, her real estate. So the divorce is going to be easy. It's going to be quick. It's going to be quiet. No fighting over assets. No drag in the court. No child support drama. No he said, she said, because that prenup was tighter than Mama Joyce wig glue. Shit. That prenup was just that tight. Kandi had been working so much for so long. Like she had a bill that was due in heaven, and she had to make it all before she got there. Poor little Todd would beg for date nights. Kandi was working Broadway, the restaurants that's closed, writing music, producing music, acting. She was going on tours. She was dealing with the headaches from Mama Joyce, the children, Todd. She even had them freaking Kandi conventions with, we gonna get to that. And poor little Todd sitting back there like, babe, let's have a date night. Hey, with all the shit that Kandi got going on, she couldn't give Todd a date till 2029. How the hell does that work? Ain't no marriage gonna survive when one spouse only sees the other in passing like a guest in their own house. Todd had started feeling like a parental supervisor. Not no damn husband. He went from being a man with a career to being a stay-at-home director of both bottle warmers and lunchboxes. Ain't nobody said nothing wrong with that. But it wasn't Todd's job. It wasn't his passion. He ain't signed up to be no man in the background holding Blaze juice box while Kandi's on Broadway in New York. In Todd's mind, he wanted to lead this whole ship. But how you gonna lead when you married to a woman who's already the CEO of 5 companies and her own childhood trauma? Because that's what it was all about. That's what it was all about. Todd tried to be the man of the house. But the house was already paid for Todd. Paid for, decorated, organized, filmed in, mortgage, insured, and spiritually protected by Mama Joyce's messy ass prayers before you even met Kandi. You can't walk into a woman's empire and think you're running anything. That's like trying to drive a car that ain't yours. She got the title and the insurance in her name, Todd. So what you doing? What you doing? Todd looking crazy. He in Atlanta, running around like a tired-ass soccer mama with the children, while Kandi in New York living her best Broadway life. That ain't no marriage. That ain't no marriage. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. Marty said that's another reality show. Todd should have stayed behind the camera earning his own crust. That part, Marty. That part. Rock said the reviews were crazy. Food was cold and nasty. Baby, when I girl, the reviews had me crying. Rashina, Kandi gonna be rich and by herself, just like Mama Joyce. Yeah, she the one, Antoinette. She the one that selling adult toys. Definitely a boss. Marty says, Mama Joyce, forget Kandi and Todd got 2 sons. They go co-parent, and their first heirs with Raleigh to her empire. Child. Todd should have created a successful business in this time. Exactly, Rock. He sat there like a dummy. You see what's around you. Why did you just sit there idle? So you mean to tell me y'all couldn't hire a nanny? Y'all couldn't hire somebody to care for these children, Todd, while you went get your shit together? Shit. This is crazy. Marty said he a male nanny. Oh, Lord. Girl, he don't do shit. Antoinette, babysit. Rock said open the door for a side chick to step in and give him some affection and help him spend his allowance. Rock, you heard what you said? An allowance. A grown-ass man. Yes, they did, Kristen. The birthday party was the day after the announcement because they're co-parenting. They're co-parenting. And they said they're going through this peacefully because they love their children. Yes, Antoinette girl. They're getting a divorce. And they have a son and they have a daughter. Sean says hire a nanny. Why? Joyce wanted to run the house. Leave her but there. Todd could have then left to start his own. Well, he could have. But Joyce was messy. Joyce wasn't trying to watch no damn children. She just wanted to keep the drama going. Kandi says, when Kandi said, when they were talking about the prenup, and Kandi said she wasn't paying no damn spousal support. Kandi said she studied Halle Berry. She said she studied Sherry Shepherd. She said, I ain't giving no grown man a check for breathing in my direction. She said, this divorce been in the making. I finally filed on Friday. She said, it ain't no arguing. It ain't no fighting. She said, it ain't no damn I deserve half speeches. All she wanted Todd to do was pack up his pride and move the hell on. They was tired. They was just tired of each other. They was just damn tired. At the end of the day, these people need to understand that marriage is work. It's work. And sometimes, even when you love somebody, you got to respect somebody and want the best for them. And even through all of that, the relationship just outgrows itself. You can love a person all you want and still not want to be with them. And that's what happened between Todd and Kandi. No scandal. Just two people who didn't fit in the same life anymore. But Kandi gonna be just fine. She got money in the bank, money in the wall, money under the mattress, money in the clouds, money in songs she wrote in the 90s that's still getting played at damn Chuck E. Cheese. Kandi stepping into peace. She stepping into herself. She stepping into a new chapter. And Kandi gonna be good. But poor Todd. Todd, it's time to focus on his own work. He gotta focus. But he ain't gonna be able to get rid of that part because he's been so attached to those children. He gonna focus on his work. He gonna focus on those children and his productions, whatever that may be. And he gonna do some soul searching. I hope to God he does. I honestly think Todd need a fucking break. 14 years with Mama Joyce in tow. Yes, you need a break, Todd. Because he's been trying to keep up with Kandi. And that should have exhausted him a long time ago. And I hope Todd builds his own identity outside of Kandi's empire. That's the only way he will be healthy. Mama Joyce. Lord, look, Joyce Seller. Joyce Seller. Joyce been waiting 11 years to say, I knew it. I knew it. Right now, she's somewhere in Atlanta, picking out a new wig, shortening her eyebrow pencil. Somewhere she talking shit. I know it. Whoever want to give Joyce an interview, she ready because she got this story to tell. She all in the grocery store telling it. She's telling them I said what I said and I was right. Joyce, you ain't shit. I ain't lying to you. You ain't shit. But at the end of the day, this wasn't no tragedy. It was two people choosing peace. Kandi chose herself. And I guess Todd choosing his sanity. Because I don't believe Todd wanted this divorce. Todd wanted to stick it out. Mama Joyce, something got to happen with you, girl. Something got to happen with you, girl. Because Mama Joyce, you did too much. You did too much, boo. You did too much. But I'm wondering, what was Mama Joyce's part? What role did Joyce play, y'all, when Bedroom Kandi was built, that adult toy empire? She ain't just sell toys there. She created a whole empire. Candace, her slogan was, if your husband can't do it, your girl got you. She built a whole army. She had her own conventions. Got grandmothers buying bullets. Pastor wives whispered in line at the convention. And that was the first business she locked down in that prenup. She said, this ain't for men, this for healing. But the thing is, she should have had Mama Joyce in that line. Because Joyce wouldn't be acting the way she was acting if she had a bullet. Marty said Todd had his male status emancipated. Mama Joyce so concerned, why is she not help look after her grandchildren, earn herself spending money because she was already getting it? Rashida said he's gonna live with some of his bread. He knows how to produce plays and shows. Yes, he's talented. He's talented. And I don't know why he let that go out of the window once he got with Kandi. At that part, I don't get. He lost his own identity there. Miss Antoinette, he ain't getting half of nothing. That prenup said no, he gets nothing. Marty said Kandi tongue sharper than a samurai sword. She can cut you down. Rock, I heard it, but it wasn't confirmed. It wasn't confirmed. I mean, well, then I heard Kandi say in an interview, that, there was some infidelity. She did say that. But if we're going to be honest and if we're going to be real, what she expected. She was never there for her husband. But if we're going to put Todd in a front seat for cheating, what about Kandi? Because she had her share. Sean said his work. Marriages don't run off batteries. It requires maintenance, attention, and respect. That part. Levesque said, I used to see Phaedra every day in the elevator going to a law firm. One day, Phaedra pissed off a client that court case she lost. He threatened the building with a bomb threat. We had to evacuate. Well, damn. That's her, Antoinette. Kandi used to sing with Tani. The group name was Escape. It was Kandi. Sean said, well, I respect Kandi's work ethics. I'm surprised they lasted that long. Kandi was one for variety, and she was. CM says, ain't nothing going to happen with Kandi as far as relationships until Mama Joyce is maggot food. Say that. Mama Joyce is a problem. Mama Joyce needs to go to Kandi's store and get her a little bit. Get her a little bit. And it's sad because Mama Joyce made that young man. He done lost 14 years of his life playing with a Mama Joyce, being abused verbally. So imagine how he had to walk away with that shit. He's going to need therapy. I don't give a shit. Just to get over the shit that he went through with Joyce. Todd never stood a chance in that marriage. He never did. And Joyce had a way of being messy for no reason. Now, I'm going to ask y'all this. Do y'all think Kandi will ever marry again? Or is she done? Because I know she getting it on the side. She been getting it. That's why she been leaving Todd alone for all this time. That part, Rashida. They both had an open marriage. You can't invite people in your bedroom. Whether it's of the same sex, yes or no? You just can't do that. You just can't do that. Sunshine laughing, not a little bit. Seem like mama need a whole lot to stay out of Kandi business. She needs something. I believe she done too. I don't believe she'll ever marry. I don't believe she'll ever marry. Because that's too much to handle. At this good old ripe age, with all that she got going on, no, boo. And you done whip that prenup out like that? Child. This was interesting. This was light. This was something worth talking about. And I didn't know, where we were going to go with this. I didn't know where we would go with this, right? But it was a break that we needed from all that heavy stuff. It really was. And I just want to lighten the load up some, because them stories, baby, phew, child. But we go get into something. We go get into some situations. We go get into some situations as we move forward. Throughout the week, we'll be bringing lighter content. Every night can't be one of these heavy burden nights, because I ain't looking to stay out here no 2 hours, 2.5 hours, pouring my heart and all of this into these stories. And then when I log off, oh, geez, I got to go to bed with that. So we're going to, in between these, cases, we're going to bring something light throughout the week. And today it felt good because I didn't have to dive into, something big, something heavy, But we've been out here to do what we do. We did an hour and a half, which was good, and I appreciate y'all that, chose to pull up, and we discussed Kandi a little bit, discussed Todd a little bit, discussed Mama Joyce a little bit. Thank you, Sister Sean. Appreciate you, boo. We discussed them all a little bit, and we just needed a breath of fresh air. That's it, and that's all. We needed a breath of fresh air. And on this note, I'm going to say good night. I'm going to say I love each and every one of y'all. I'm going to say thank you all for pulling up. Thank you all for engaging. And if you can, please share the live. And, if you have a topic that you feel, we want to discuss, send it to me. We could talk about it. Because we could do change. Nothing wrong with change. And I want to thank each and every one of you all, for contributing to the channel. That is greatly appreciated. It helps us. It helps the channel grow. It helps us move forward doing what we do. But again, like I said, I'm going to say good night. I'm going to say God bless. And we will be back here tomorrow doing what we do. I don't know what we're doing, but we're going to do something. And until then, I'll see each and every one of you next time. God bless and good night.
We've been through the fire, but not refined. Lessons learned now intertwined. In this ambiance, we find our peace. A grown and sexy masterpiece. Grown and sexy, feel the groove. Mature rhythms make us move. No drama here, just pure delight. Living for the moment, owning the night. Stepping in the spot, confidence on display. Elegance in motion, we move our way. No time for games, we've outgrown the chase. In this grown and sexy space, we set the pace. Eyes meet the vibe, is and sexy, feel the groove. Mature rhythms make us move. No drama here, just pure delight. Living for the moment, owning the night. Dressed to impress, but it's more than the clothes. It's the aura we exude, the life we chose. Sophistication in every glance. In this dance of life we enhance. Laughter echoes, stories unfold. Sharing secrets, being bold. In this circle, trust is key. A sanctuary for you and me. Grown and sexy, feel the groove. Mature rhythms make us move. No drama here, just pure delight. Living for the moment, owning the night. Refined, lessons learned now intertwined. In this ambiance we find our peace, a grown and sexy masterpiece. We've been through the fire and emerged refined, lessons learned now intertwined. In this ambiance we find our peace, a grown and sexy masterpiece. Grown and sexy, feel the groove. Mature rhythms make us move. No drama here, just pure delight. Living for the moment, owning the night. As the night fades, memories remain of a time where joy and wisdom reign. Until we meet again in this space, grown and sexy, full of grace.
Good night, everyone. God bless.